you once said not so long ago, a guardian angel is humble and shy.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself humble or shy?
No. In fact, I plead guilty to espousing our cause, to telling our story, because it's a story that needs to be told. People have to be made aware of people who are willing to go out there and risk their lives and go out to protect people. Now, you don't do it by just sitting around at a bar room and drinking a beer or smoking a joint and just commiserating for 5-10 hours. You've got to go out there. You've got to do what it is you say you do. See, that's a commodity that's lacking nowadays. People are great at getting up on a soapbox.
What the guardian angels do is they go out every night in groups of 8, right?
More than just a night. We start in the early afternoon and we go to the wee hours of the morning in groups of 8 in all different rotating shifts, anywhere and everywhere in this city.
How many hours does the average guardian?
The average angel has to put in 2 shifts a week, which is anywhere from the minimum of 8 hours to anywhere of a maximum of 20 or more hours. An angel can patrol as much as he or she would like, but they must put in a minimum of 8 hours a week.
Aren't you worried that an angel is going to get hurt?
Well, the only angel who's ever gotten hurt in the 2-year existence of the organization is myself. And I'm telling you straight out, Gabe, since I was the only guy who ever got hurt, a guardian angel on patrol is safer than any police officer. Even though the police officer has the gun, the stick, and the radio, he's out there by himself, many times just with a partner.
But what happens? You see a crime being committed. What do you do?
Crime. For instance, we don't deal with smoking, drinking, playing of radios. You could walk past me with a whole wheelbarrow full of cocaine. It's none of my business.
Somebody's being mugged.
Somebody is being mugged. Now, we're spread out in any situation. The individual guardian angel is the alert. He perks up. He signals. We have a series of hand-eye communication type signals. Immediately, the other angels descend on the scene. It is the leader, though, who will make the decision as to what to do, based on is there a complainant, is there collaborating witnesses, evidence, but it is a spontaneous move. It is not just, for instance, being an auxiliary police officer.
But supposing there's a weapon, a knife.
If there's a weapon or a knife, we're trained to deal with it. Now, if a man has a weapon at your throat, Gabe, you don't think we're going to be running in playing superheroes. We're going to wait until the crime has been committed, until the individual attempts to flee, and then we're going to pursue. Now, you know, guardian angels who have no encumberment and don't weigh 292 pounds, but can fly with a 15-year-old who only weighs 92 pounds soaking wet. We can catch those individuals, whereas the police officers many times just can't.
So you're saying that you're a lot safer than they are?
Absolutely, because also we're not trying to be cops. We're not trying to be Starsky and Hutch. We're not an investigatory agency.
But you said that a guardian angel does a good deed because it needs to be done. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And the glory, the publicity is not part of the deal?
Well, the publicity is getting your message across. You have a theme. Nowadays, the only themes that are getting out into the ether to our young people are the individual I themes of our superstars in sports, theater, movies. And all it's saying is I. This is the me generation. I got to grab the ring because number one is the only one who counts. Now, if we don't counteract this, if we don't alter it, we're going to end up with a society that's walking around on their own little island in spheres. We need positive influences, and that's what the guardian angels are, because they are the people.
A great philosopher, Maimonides, once defined one of the highest forms of charity as being doing good for somebody, giving to somebody, without that person knowing he's even getting it from you, and without you knowing that you're even giving it to him.
That's true.
Is that the kind of philosophy you have?
Well, the greatest patrol for a guardian angel is when he or she can go out there and absolutely nothing happens, not even a pin drops. You have the feeling of self-fulfillment, knowing that you made people feel good, and you can see it in the looks of the people's faces. They are content. They feel relaxed.
Well, do you actually use force?
Very rarely. When you think about it, in the 2-year existence of the guardian angels, never have any of the angels been arrested. Never have anybody ever applied assault charges to us or sued us.
Well, how do you make an arrest?
A citizen's arrest?
Yes.
Well, naturally, we're operating as a group. We're based on a person's complaint, visual contact of the crime.
Yeah. But you actually put your hand on somebody to arrest them?
You don't have to do it when you have 8 people. You can enclose in on a situation, just like you get cows together in a herd without having to touch them. You can get people to wait in a particular situation. And there is another thing, Gabe. People seem to cooperate more sometimes with guardian angels than they do with police officers because they understand we're out there, we're not getting paid, we're not really going to be sticking our noses into something unless it's very serious.
You want this organization to encompass the globe?
Well, I think it's a concept that can bring all peoples together. We proved it in New York City. We've got blacks, whites, Hispanics, Orientals working together.
But is the crime situation any better?
No, it's not. And it's getting worse and worse every day. And I don't care if you have 10,000 more guardian angels or 10,000 more police officers tomorrow. And we do need them. Don't get me wrong. But the fact of the matter is, unless we the people start helping each other, I don't care what comes out of City Hall, what comes out of Albany or Washington, the problems are only going to get worse because we can stop crime in the community. Once it gets going, it's out of shape and we can't control it.
Somebody once said that you have difficulty keeping pace with yourself, and that you said that if you were to put a timer on my brain, it races. Where do you think it's racing to?
Well, it's racing to how effective the concept of the guardian angel volunteer spirit can be. I feel within the next 10 years, you will see the guardian angel concept applied to different fields. We can become the Peace Corps that once was, in theory, but got messed up with the bureaucratic red tape and the politicalization. We can be that volunteer force.
Thank you, Curtis Sliwa, leader of the Guardian Angels, for being our guest today. This is Gay Pressman. Have a good day.
Thank you.